Let's go first round against the CM from Spain. Play bishop f4. Play that London. Play that delayed London, baby. Ooh, okay. Really, bro? Gonna play a Colle system. Colle? Colle. That's how I typically hear it. Boo. Let's... Alright, let's play it with just d5. Knight d7, bishop d6. Very unambitious way to play, but okay, we're gonna play. We're just seeing a game. He's white. He can do something like this. Some sort of like nothingness. If queen e2 to prepare e4, or now even that they have queen c2, what I'm gonna do is make sure I get in knight e4. I'm not sure this is the absolute best way to play, but I don't want them to be able to play e4 and then just kind of like liquidate the whole position. So they're kind of copying me a little bit and preparing f3, right? Okay, I should take this. And probably just like knight back to c5, honestly. Yeah, especially because things can open up right now and some hits here, something like this. Alright, they really have no ambition. I can attack this pawn. There's knight d7. Alright, let's try to do something spicy here. Let's play with like f6. I could have come out, might get hit. Yeah, they're not in a position really to strike me. I'm kind of playing with that a little bit. Okay, g takes I can't do because it's check. Alright, but this is what I wanted, which is the bishop developing right there. They can throw in a bishop to b5. No, this is actually a really beautiful position. Both castles are justified. I can justify either. And e5, yeah? This is kind of what I wanted. Maybe I could have done something before, but I'm actually happy we made some quick decisions. They need to do something. Alright, they're messing around over there. I'm going to let them mess around over there, actually, while I feign that I might castle in that direction. Yeah, we're going to feign castling here so that they keep messing around on that side. Feint, fake. I've heard them all. I could play a5, but then I think... Okay, they're very scared of me. That is my takeaway right now. e4, knight d4, queen e5. f4 they need. Alright, let's just go with this castles here. They're very scared of me. They're not generating any plans of their own, really. This is nothing. Okay, queen e5, knight g4. Yeah, that's kind of the main issue here. So I need to stop knight g4, but at the same time, I need the bishop here, but this is going to hang. I could play h5, takes h5, queen e5, g3. You know what? Let's just go for this. Let's just go for it. I don't know. Bishop takes... Oh, no, wait, because I missed that. Knight g4, they can still play it. I have queen takes... Oh, but now they messed up. Queen e5, f4 takes, knight f3, rook f3, rook f3, queen h2. Can they survive that? King f1. I'm just going to bet that they can't. I'm just going to be betting that they can't. I think I forced g3. I think f4 is not playable. Knight takes rook f3. At the very least, they're going to be too scared to do it. Yeah. So... Now rook takes f2. No, let's just go cb6. Unless I should play bishop c8 here. No, let's just go cb6. Okay, wait. It's taking too long. Also, is there queen d4 here? Come on, let's be quick. Knight g4 they can play. Takes, there's knight f6 check, which I pointed out before. But it's very tenuous for them, honestly. The position is terrible for them. Like, rook f2 or something should kill them. Yeah, I could just take twice on f2 and take on g3. I'm fighting that right now. Also, I had bishop a... No, I didn't. Maybe I did, actually. But they're actually quite lost here. Just not a lot of time on the clock. Probably bishop c8 is the way to go. Or honestly, just doubling? Moves here, f2. Just here? Now I can take it. That's why I play king h8. This isn't check. This is not check. That makes all the difference. Wait, I had to take winning the game, yeah? That one's the queen. Yes. Beautiful. Very well done, William. Nice. GG, GG, GG. I'm glad there. I let the clock wind down a little bit, but it was so winning that I can just kind of play almost anything. And I wasn't obsessed with doing it perfectly. And I just kind of played almost any move once I got into a winning position. Let's go. And so we got off on a win. Chess.com low time alerts. Should be save settings. Okay. Alright, let's have a look here. Let's have a look. So d4, knight f6 played. Alright, let's go to analysis mode here. d4, knight f6. I mean, this is so unambitious. Like, to play, like, they just played a Colle system, not even like a London to get the bishop on the other side of that pawn. After which, you know, we've got our fun ideas like knight e4 and g4, g5. I mean, just to play e3 here. So, okay, like, what are we going to do? There's not going to be any pawn trades in the middle because there's no c4 coming, so there's nothing to induce with, you know, trying to get the bishop out on this main diagonal. So the bishop has to go here. And then I'm like, okay, like, I want my other bishop here, so, like, I want it probably on the other side of d5. And then the other thing here that I chose, like, I could play bishop d6, but I thought after, like, queen c2, okay, I could play c5 here to deter e4. But what I really wanted was knight e4, and then f5, blocking that there, bishop d6, okay, queen f6, g5, g4, keeping their knight out of e5, so keeping my knight on e4. They jump in knight e5, which is probably a good choice to drive me away ASAP. Trade, and I pull my knight back to c5. So I play knight e4 here as soon as, you know, that option's going to go away after queen c2, knight e4 and f5. So they jump in, I take it, d takes, right? So obviously f takes is a much stronger recapture if you're able to do that. Opens the f file and everything. So that's what I'm taking right now. I gotta watch out because I'm a little far from castling, but c3, e3, they're in no position really to punish me from staying in the middle. Knight c5 tempo on the bishop, they pull back, and now I play f6, this pretty ambitious option. And this was, I think, was a concession taking on f6. Yeah, f4 was interesting. It was interesting because, like, yes, this pawn structure is bad, but it's dangerous for me because my king's in the middle. And so I gotta watch out for some other things, if you can open the center. So f4 was playable for them. They didn't do it. They went with this, and now after queen takes f6, I have a very nice mobile center here. Knight to f3. Yeah, I mean, they gotta do something to go after me. Engine saying here, maybe there should be 2 in c4, trying to get the dark square bishop out somehow. They play your knight to f3, which is simple enough, but this knight can just get overrun with e5. So I just developed nicely a4, as if this is my only option, which it's not. Right, so I now kind of switch it up a little bit with e5. Engine wanted just a short castle right now. e5, what's the problem? I don't know what the problem is. I just didn't want this idea maybe in general. Okay, h3 played, against, because it's clear my idea is going to be e4, and then queen and bishop attacking h2 once that knight moves. So they kind of get out the way of it prematurely instead of like doing something active with their pieces. I think it's kind of the problem here. So castles, they play a5. Yeah, I mean, you got to move with your pieces. Like if this is your big idea in the position, it's not it's not a really big idea. Okay, so here we come attacking. I've opened this, I've generated, from what should be a deadlock position, my pieces are actually looking really, really good. We've taken the whole center, we got our king safe, so here we go. At e4, then it comes back to h2. Engine said I could just go with queen e5 and allowing knight g4. Now just slide out the way and then kind of then recycle this. So like let's say they just do something here. Now we play h5, send the knight back. Now queen e5. Okay, so now the knight is hit here and inducing g3 and potentially h4 to follow it there. I kind of played h5 looking to, which wasn't a bad choice actually, but looking to play queen e5 and then giving them some serious problems on h2 as a result. They take e6. Engine wanted them to just accept this. Oh, okay, next game. All right, we're playing a National Master.
William Grave, the Gambit man, takes his seat at the board. e4, e5, knight f3, bishop c5. The Bushcast Gambit on the board. On with the Gambit classes. Hero pod unlocked.